sure is hoping the game doesn't crash, because I've had it crash twice since this beta started. But yeah, hello everybody, welcome back to the MWII 2 beta. As you can see, I've got the skin that you get for hitting, I think, level 20. My goal is to hit level 30, I'm level 22 right now, so it shouldn't be that hard. But this video is going to be my sort of feedback, thoughts on the beta, things I think that need to be changed, and stuff that is just my personal opinion on this stuff in the game. And also, if any Infinity Ward devs watch this, first of all, hello. Why are you watching a channel with 300 subscribers about feedback? I mean, I'm glad you're listening, but still, you should be listening to literally everybody, because it seems like you're not listening at all. Or if you are, I want to know where the miscommunication is. Anyway, if Infinity Ward dev is watching, I mean no harm in anything I say, but just know that this is all genuine feedback, and I'm trying to be as nice as I can about it without getting heated about it. So, first thing I want to talk about. Oh wow, textures popping in. That's different. That's not happened before. Okay, that's weird. Okay, yeah, they're loading in. There they go. They're popping in. I'm on Xbox One, so it's to be expected. Hoping to get Series X by the end of the year, but obviously no promises. But also I'm doing this live, so please forgive me if I zone out. The plan, let me talk about some good things that I like about the beta. It feels a lot faster than for 2019. It feels more fluid. The guns feel great like 2019 did. Map flow definitely feels decent enough, all things considered. I love the colors. It's way less dreary than 2019's. 2019 felt very black and grays, and there's a lot more colors in this. Like, look at this. I get the blue, red, yellow, and like oranges and grays and browns. Like, there's more than just gray, dirt, mud, and grass. There's more color, and I love that. It's, I think, something you guys have nailed well over Infinity Ward. And in general, the design team and all the details in the map I've been looking at. Oh, what the hell? What's that? That was what the hell? I think the design team's definitely done really well with the map so far. I haven't played I played most of them. I haven't played the new Ground War map. I probably will after this recording. Who knows? Maybe I'll make a video on that too. But like, and also the blueprint system that you guys have, great. Keep doing this. The weapon vaults, I definitely think need to be. I think, like, here's a perfect example. Look at this. It looks great. It's the colors on it is great. The fact the attachments that you can use all work and they don't ruin the look of the gun. I think that should be the standard for blueprints, if possible. The layouts of the map, at least this one, is one of the ones I would definitely say as an example, feel very odd, but they still feel good enough that I don't feel like I'm constantly getting lost. I've gotten used to the maps over time. They're pretty fun. Farm 18 is probably my favorite map of the beta. Very close quarters, very tight, but I definitely think there could be some small. I really hope you get some smaller maps in there. What else? Really, a lot of it's good. Again, the gunplay feels good. I'd say, if anything, please nerf. As much as I love the Hurricane, please nerf it. It feels a little too strong. I definitely would say the Gunsmith, I definitely like. I would like a little bit more details in the stats, obviously, like we've had in Vanguard and Cold War, if possible. But, I mean, hey, I can't be asked. I can't be that. I can't really be that bothered by it. I thought there was somebody there. Other than that, like I said, the game feels great. Sliding feels very rewarding. Like, obviously, the fact that slide canceling is gone is really good. The dive, if I can get it to work here, fucking great. I love that. Feels good to have Dolphin Dive back. I know it's very situational, not really useful, but you do not understand how many times I've had to dive into cover and it's actually saved me. Like, yeah, it's a joke diving, but hey, it's actually been coming handy trying to dive to cover. So, prone aiming is, I think, very cheap. It is still something cool, like, I can kind of creep around corners while prone and still be able to, like, adjust my aim. Let's see. What other good things do I like? Again, I love the layout of the maps. I think they're great. Colors are great. Weapons feel very good. I think the battle rifles could use a bit of a boost in, like, damage or, like, lowered in recoil. Because, good God, do those things kick like a Bronco and do not enough damage. Those need a little tweaking. Not too much, but just a tiny bit. Because they feel very unresponsive sometimes. Or like the feedback on using them doesn't feel as great. Shotguns definitely I think are in a good spot. Obviously it's only the one, but still I think they're in a good spot. Field upgrades, I've only really been using munitions and Dead Silence, which I think should be a perk personally. But they've been good. I really like the drone is pretty funny. I think, what other field upgrades do I have here? I need to look at them and reference them, because I think I've used a couple of them. The tactical camera's fun. Loadout drop. Haven't really used it. Smoke airdrop, haven't used it. Flammable decoy is pretty fun. It's caught me off guard. Recon drone's pretty good. The DDoS is fun. Cover obviously is useful. Tactical search, I haven't seen anybody use. Trophy system's pretty good. Dead Silence, again, it's alright. Battle Rage, I've actually not even used. Also, sorry for the flashing. That's another thing to be fixed, the flashing. Actually, I might try that now. Portal Radar seems to be decent, from what I've heard. The UI flashing, I definitely think it needs to be a thing that's fixed. I don't personally have anything epileptic, but I know that can cause problems, because... obviously, and I do try to give warnings and stuff like that, but at the same time, it's Call of Duty. If you already are kind of chancing epileptic stuff with that, but now let's talk a little bit about things I think they need to be changed that aren't necessarily bad. I think obviously again the kill cam. I think in modes other than I think in modes that are not based on kills, it should always be final kill. Or rather, games that are based on kills exclusively should always be final kill. So TDM, kill confirmed, search and destroy, and prisoner rescue should always be final kill cam. And then domination can be domination, hardpoint, and objective modes like that are respawn should almost always have the ability to get play of the game, but final kill cam should be a priority kind of thing, because I do like final kill cam. It's so good. Another thing is, I think Dead Silence needs to either be completely silent or a perk. If you're going to keep it as it is right now, make it a perk, because it is not perfectly silent. You can still very, very, very faintly hear it. It is incredibly muffled. It is essentially just a muffled footsteps, which is good, because I like muffled footsteps. I'd rather have a muffled footsteps than completely silent. If you're going to make them completely silent, make it, or regardless, you're going to make them, just make it a perk. It would be so much better as a perk anyway. I'm going to use the Lockleman AR. But... yeah, that's one thing I definitely think should be changed. I'm actually going to put on Battle Rage on this. I want to try it. I will say this, another good thing I might as well bring up about weapons. I love the fact that tap firing actually does kind of have a benefit at range. But I definitely think weapons should have a little bit more, less muzzle flash. Maybe make it so that the muzzle flashes only go out the side, like the left and right, so when I aim, really can't see it here, but like they don't obstruct my vision at all. They should only go to the left and right. But even then, it's definitely was better than from what I've seen during the main beta, the first beta. I think footsteps need to be tuned a little bit, too. Because my footsteps feel like I feel like a fucking stampeding elephant. But then everyone else's feels like they're tiptoeing around corners. Which I understand, yeah, it gives me a lot of information as to what I'm running on. But I think enemy footsteps should be slightly louder than mine. Not deafeningly loud, mind you, but like a little bit louder so I can hear them. Obviously, I'm listening to music, so I'm not really paying attention to the footsteps, but it reminded me since I was sprinting. I definitely think Ghost needs to be reeled in, because Ghost, even though it is an ultimate perk, should not make you invisible if you are standing still. I think you have to be at least walking. So, like... Oops. I forgot I have stims. I think you have to be at least... Hold on, I'll demonstrate. I think you have to be at least moving like this for Ghost to work. If I stop moving, I should now be on radar when UAV is up. Red pings on minimap. I do not care, personally, about the fact that you shoot makes you ping on radar. The fact that you're shooting somebody immediately gives you away. Whether there's pings or not, the act of firing your weapon will give you away. Especially if you miss, or if you... Like, see, I gave myself away. One of them knew where I was. Immediately, because I shot. So he sits in a corner, waits me out, does that. By shooting, regardless of suppressed weapon or not, I still get given away regardless of whether or not the minimap. As well as, in general, having minimap pings is better than what we have currently. Because if I decided I wanted to not wear headphones, because I do get headaches of wearing headphones for too long, or I just want to play casually and not sweat super hard, and I just want to play TDM and just run around with a gun that I like, or get camos and I don't really want to hear the loud game sound, I want to be able to know where people are, because I'm playing with my sound on mute, because maybe it's late at night and I don't want the TV blaring. So... As well as, think of the deaf players. Deaf players who can't hear at all now literally can't play because they have no sound. They literally can't hear anything. So, if anyone, I understand you guys have your whole passion and how you want things to work, but please consider adding red pings on the minimap by default. Maybe, and if obviously, well, we have Bird's Eye for that, make Bird's Eye work like forward intel instead. So, it still gives you the benefits of everything that you have right now, but instead of doing red pings on the minimap with people to shoot, it makes it so you can see where people are spawning. Like like on the minimap. Forward intel, when somebody starts spawning in, a little square will pop up in the area where they're going to spawn. Have Bird's Eye do that when it's active. Because I think that would be a better benefit for the perk than having the red pings on the minimap. Because I really I've loved this game so far. I really do. And this is so much better than Modern Warfare 2019. You guys nailed it. It's great. It actually feels like a Call of Duty game, and it doesn't feel too much different than a Call of Duty game, but it feels different enough. And it also feels new enough. But it also feels better than Modern Warfare 2019. Which I'm very jaded towards, especially because of just the fact that it feels very weird and slow and clunky and other than that, I really don't have many gripes. I definitely think Dead Silence should be a perk, and pings on the minimap should happen regardless of maybe not regardless of suppress, but like the only way you can take yourself off minimap should be with suppressed weapons and by walking around with ghosts. Otherwise, if you are sitting still in a corner with an unsuppressed weapon, you should be on the minimap. And that's not my opinion. I think everyone seems to be in agreement with that. I definitely think Ghost is less of a problem in my opinion, but I definitely think at least the minimap ping should be a thing that's fixed in the main game. Lobby disbanding, I'm indifferent about. Because it just, I'm basically of the person where if somebody's gonna be an ass to me, I'm gonna leave the lobby regardless of whether it stays together anyway. But I definitely think lobby disbanding has its ups and downs. People say, oh, but skill-based matchmaking. We've had it since COD 4. I don't care. It doesn't affect me that much. I don't care at all. I just don't care at all. It works for what it does, and we've had it for over almost 2 decades now. It's not going away anytime soon. Do I think it should be toned down just a tiny bit? Yes. I do think it should be toned down just a little bit. Because it definitely does feel like you win if you get a really, really good game and you win, you're playing up against, like, insane players. I think it should be pulled, not necessarily nerfed or removed. I think it should be toned down just a tiny bit. Maybe to, like, where where you have to be on a win streak rather than just by winning a game, you actively are getting put up against better players. I would say that would be a good balance. Or maybe just do it so that it's a little bit more... Make it so that maybe the restriction is a little bit looser, like it is in Cold War, Vanguard, and BO4. So that they don't feel as, like, tight. Or hell, make it maybe like old CODs, where it feels like it's way more based on connection, but the skill is still obviously there. Because we've had this skill-based matchmaking that we have in this game since COD 4 at the earliest. I think maybe if they tone it down just a tiny, tiny bit, so that you don't feel like you're getting, like, put into CDL lobbies just because you went and got 80 kills in a domination game. Yeah, I definitely think that should be toned down, but not to the degree that it's disabled, because disabling it, that is where you start having problems where you have players, or even in some cases cheaters, in lobbies with players that are brand new. And I really don't want that at all, especially on day one, where if I'm going up against somebody who's like level 1000 master prestige, like uber gamer, I don't want to be going up against them after getting home from work at all, because that's gonna ruin my day. My day's already ruined because I just came back from my retail job. But skill-based matches is a whole other debate. I do not care at all. I just think, if anything, I just want players who are brand new to the game not to get bullied off the game because of the fact that because people want to be able to stomp on people. Like, here's the way I see it. I don't care if YouTubers complain that skill-based matchmaking is making it hard for them to play. I just want players who are brand new to the game be able to get a good experience with it and not be forced into, basically not be thrown to the wolves. That was a problem that I had in BO2, is I was constantly getting my butt handed to me on Black Ops 2. And I still, at the time, loved playing it. But as I got better at the game, I personally hated crapping on new players because I felt bad. That's why whenever I go up against blatantly new players, I will start to throw the game and do something like a hipfire only challenge. Or I'll use a weapon that's only really, like, I'll use a build that's incredibly stupid. Like, I'll use a hipfire only build. Like, I'll use a hipfire only Uzi or something like that. I won't sweat or, like, try super hard. I'll just start trying to throw the game because I don't want to crap on new players. I don't find enjoyment in that. And if you do, that's just wrong. Because all you're doing is pushing new players away. Because new players are only beneficial to the community, people. They only benefit from having more players. More players means that more games are being sold and more development money can be put into actually making the game better. I know a lot of people say, put Activision up, but still, you get the point. If more people are coming in and playing the game only will get better from that point. It doesn't necessarily hurt the game, but it will definitely help the game by having more new players. Let me think of other things I can kind of give critique on. I'm actually about to bring it up because it is happening right now. The triple UAV giving you an advanced ping. Love that. Please do that. Keep that in. What else? I definitely, my one request, and I know it's probably already set in stone, my one request is to maybe give a weapon XP a tiny little nudge, because right now it feels very weirdly fast and it feels weirdly slow, but at the same time, once you start rolling in, once you start getting the into the groove, it starts getting really fast. Like, I leveled up, I think, twice for the Lock Lemon 556 there. I definitely think, like, if you get 30 kills, that should be maybe 2 to 3 levels. I just think it needs to be pulled back a little bit on the requirements to get levels and more XP per kill. Just because it feels very tight in terms of, like, how much XP is being earned. I think the last thing I need to say is, I think that the overall weapon sound and stability, or actually, let me go on this. Stability on this game has been amazing. I've been lagging a little bit here and there. Obviously, I have weird little desync stuff, like my pistol is freaking out there. And I know on PC, there are people having issues with sound and the game crashing for a lot on PC. I've had it crash twice. I actually had it crash right in the middle of me starting to record this. I started doing an entire recording and maybe got 5 minutes in, crashed. And I had it crash once during my initial first, on day 1 of the beta. I definitely think the stability of this beta is better than any that we've ever had, and it is definitely impressively smooth, albeit with issues on PC. As a console player on last gen, I think this is a decently stable beta. Also, thank you for bringing these back, or keeping these. I love finishers. Please go all out with the cosmetic finishers. I beg. Don't screw realism. That's another thing. Screw the realism. Multiplayer is its own thing. Campaign, yes, keep it realistic. Spec Ops, yes, have it realistic. But please, for the love of God, have as much fun as you can with the multiplayer cosmetics, as long as you don't get in legal trouble. I want everything to be as goofy as possible. I beg, Infinity Ward or Activision, either or, whoever manages those decisions, please. And I think the last thing I kind of want to say is, I bet say my only other complaint really is pistols feel like crap. Or, again, TAC rifles feel like crap. LMGs feel kind of bouncy, and I think they should, their visual recoil should be tuned in a little bit. Other than that, I think the beta right now is, I'm not gonna say it's the best beta I've ever played, but this is definitely one of the few betas that's made me excited for the main game. Because usually Black Ops 4's beta, I already enjoyed the game. I was already excited for the game anyway because of zombies. World War II, it kind of was a very push or pull. At the time, I was like, it's a beta. I didn't play Black Ops 3's. I didn't play Infinite Warfare's. Let me think. Modern Warfare 2019's I hated, and it made me really just not like the game, but I ended up playing it anyway because campaign and stuff like that. And also getting all of the camos and everything, because obviously. Vanguard's was a really fun beta, albeit I didn't get everything unlocked because of something stupid. Cold War, same thing, decently fun, was already excited for it, but this is the first time I've been like, I'm not excited for Modern Warfare 2, and this beta has made me excited for the game. And Infinity Ward, you've been doing great so far. I beg of you to please listen to the community when it comes to the minimap thing. All you're doing by making the minimap pings the way they are is hurting people like me who just want to play the game casually and have a fun experience. It's not fun having weapon pings not be shown on the minimap. It is not fun having people be able to sit in a corner with Ghost and not be seen on the minimap at all. I would rather Ghost be the way it is and have minimap pings than both of them be the way they are. I'll put it to you that way. And again, if you watch this, which I just I'm hoping you do. I'm a smaller creator. I'm very casual at Call of Duty. I don't care about my KD. I don't care about stats. All I care about is getting the weapon camos and having fun. That's the only thing I really care about, is getting the weapon camos and having fun. I do not think, personally, that the minimap ping, the way the minimap is right now, is healthy for the game. I think, if anything, it is only making the game more, like, slower paced and campy. I want to be able to run around like I am right now, like a chick with my head cut off, and not be punished for doing so. And especially on a map like this where it's really small and there's so much going on, I would love to be able to run and gun and not have to worry about, like, the constant, like, I didn't hear him. I couldn't hear him because he's sitting still. I didn't even know if he was there. Round the corner, he can hear my footsteps, and he just guns me down. But, again, I doubt Infinity Ward is watching this video. If for some reason you guys are, please take into consideration a lot of the community's feedback on the minimap and Ghost and everything. Because you've been doing great so far. You have been doing great with listening to the community, especially on Warzone 2 and everything like that. I'm excited for Warzone 2, I'm excited for Modern Warfare 2, but just please, I do not want to have another year of being angry at you guys for making decisions that could easily just be fixed. Because I really love Call of Duty, I'm passionate for it. It may not be my #1 game that I play anymore on my YouTube channel, or whatever for the normal viewers, but I still have passion and like playing this game. Especially now that I have friends like Evie and Liquid and all of them playing Call of Duty with me again. I just want to be able to play the game and not have to worry about things that are making my experience less fun just because you guys want to push this design. I think it should be fun for everybody, not just... And I understand, like, not everyone's a running gun player. Some people are new to the game and they play it slow. But I still think something like a minimap should still be the way it normally has been. Because it just should be. I'm actually going to try and finish with this game. How close are we? Oh, we're decently close. Okay. Also, yeah, this Hurricane, not the Hurricane, this AR, definitely could use a little bit of a damage buff, because it feels like it's shooting pellets. Either that or, like, maybe increased, like, I would say this TTK I'd say TTK is decent. It's not super fast. I definitely think it should be tuned here and there for certain weapons, but I think for ARs it is fine. Like, maybe decrease headshot multiplier if anything at range, but, like, close to mid-range, it's fine. It's long range that I have a problem with, where I can get mapped by an M4. Like, at that range, an SMG should not be able to kill me that fast. At that range, I'd make more sense. I shouldn't have been tap firing. Come on, let's. I can't escape. Oh, we're actually decently close. So we can try and pull this back. Be cool if we did. Wouldn't mind if we don't. Damn. It's gonna be close. I was final kill. Whoops. But yeah, again, Infinity Ward, just, I beg, please fix the minimap. It is one of the few things in this game that is really I think would make the game only better. So, yeah. Sorry about that, but Infinity Ward, I'll say this. I have not been one to like a lot of the games you guys have made. And again, this is me directly talking to Infinity Ward if the off chance they're scrolling through feedback stuff and you guys see this. I am one to really only enjoy Treyarch and Sledgehammer games. Modern Warfare 2019, for me, was a very mixed experience. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare and Call of Duty Ghosts, from what little I've played of them, Ghosts mainly, and Infinite Warfare I'd play a decent amount. I think those two games nailed the things I liked about Treyarch and Sledgehammer. And Modern Warfare 2019 kind of took that away and pushed in what felt like almost Battlefield. Which isn't bad, but there was a lot of things I wish that weren't there. Modern Warfare 2, this game right here, is doing everything right with very small things that need to be changed. It feels very good in every single place that I care about, except the minimap and dead silence. Those are the only two things I really have a problem with. Other than that, tweak things how you need. But those two things I really think need to be changed to the way they were for the past 15 to 20 years. Or since you guys made COD 4. You guys made Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3. Everyone loves those games and the minimap work that way. Why is it now you guys are going against that? I don't know. And I really wish you would give us a genuine answer as to why, because I think it only hurts the game by leaving it the way it is. Anyway, for those of you watching this, or my normal viewers and not Infinity Ward, thank you guys so much for watching. And even then, if you are from Infinity Ward, thank you for at least either one, clicking on the video because it's feedback, and two, at least trying to listen to the community, because it seems like the past couple of years, at least up until Modern Warfare 2019, I felt like no one was listening. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next video. I'll see you guys tomorrow for some Splatoon 3. And then Wednesday will be the finale of Splatoon 2. And then Thursday, probably more beta stuff, because I'm probably going to record more of this after I finish this video, because I'm really enjoying the beta. So, yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Have a good day, buddy, and stay safe.